A lot to think about there, but all long-term solutions, as the report said. Joining us from the Hamburg Institute of International Economics is Thomas Straubhaar. Thank you very much for your time. Mr. Straubhaar, do you agree that there's no quick fix to Europe's dangerous dependence on Russian gas, as the Americans put it?
Yes, actually, I'm absolutely convinced that there is no quick answer. You cannot turn around 100 years of energy supply channels in a minute. So you need time. You need time to develop other alternatives. And I think that the better way is how to get along with Russia in one way or the other, as we did it over the last century, and that this is the most realistic way.
But if that's the solution, how dangerous is the dependence when it comes to crises like this? How much does Germany's reliance on Russian gas limit its diplomatic leverage on the Ukraine crisis?
It's a good question. I think on the first glance, yes, of course, we may not be so free to speak what we think. But on the other hand, we have this experience with Russia, with the Soviet Union. And even then, we were able to have our own foreign policy without becoming dependent on the Russian deliveries of energy.
Is Germany's decision to turn away from nuclear power, though, going to see this dependence grow?
I think so. I think every decision to deny one certain type of energy supply channel increases the dependence on others. And I think this decision definitely has increased dependency on Russian deliveries. But on the other hand, this is taken, this is gone, and so we have to live with it. And this is also true with other alternatives like fracking. I don't think that this will become an alternative for Germany. So I think the only way to go is go along with Russia.
Is fracking a good thing, though?
I don't think this is the question whether this is good or bad. The German population has decided that they do not like to get into this technology, and I think this is not reversible in the short run. So even if I myself would say, let us be open to every change in technology that may even lower the risk in the future, the population has decided different, and also the government now has said that we are not going into this direction.
The American population has decided for shale gas production, it seems, through fracking. It's steadily been on the rise over the past decade. If we take a look at the graphic, it's putting the Americans in a much better position when it comes to energy independence and diversification. Has Europe missed the boat on this one, or Germany at least?
It has missed the boat, but this is a decision. It's a political decision, not an economic one. And so I think what we should probably care is that the United States will not be dependent so much anymore on the Near East, on the European side of the energy supply. So I think that this may probably lower the incentives for the United States to support the European interests, also with regard vis-à-vis Russia. And so I think that the Europeans have to solve their energy problem on their own.
And relying on Iran instead of Russia, how sensible is that?
I don't think that this is the best idea we may have, because then you just turn around one dependence on the other, and I don't think that this is a long-run solution.
And how did Germany get itself into this position, just briefly? I mean, having to choose from Russia, Iran, fracking, nuclear power.
Yeah, that's because we had the decision to get out of certain types of energy supply, like nuclear power or like fracking. So there are not so many alternatives available, and renewable energies, they need time to develop.
Okay, let's see if we've got that time. Mr. Straubhaar, good to talk to you.